Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, but today we're talking about something that's really important, pretty much like an underdog factor within Paragon, and those are minions. These minions help you get XP, help you push lanes to get objectives, structures, camps, certain team objectives, which will help you win the game. But minions are a very important part of the game, and how to use them and how to soak as much experience out of them, and pretty much knowing all the information about minions in current patch 0.27, so you're able to understand them and pretty much utilize them to your best advantage within Paragon. But before we go into this video, you might want to watch another video where I talk about pretty much the CXP changes and the CXP distribution changes within Paragon, so you get a better understanding of how to use the minions and pretty much how to soak lanes and in jungle. Just gives you a better understanding of the game. But without further ado, let's get into the actual topic of today, and those are minions and pretty much everything about minions in general within Paragon. So now lane minions now start spawning earlier, 15 seconds after the match starts. Updated buff camps to spawn at 150 seconds, Prime Guardian spawns at 300 seconds, update white camps to spawn time to 120 seconds. And before we keep on moving on, let's explain this and what's pretty much going on here. So pretty much once you're in the jungle, if you're playing jungle, you might not want to start in the jungle straight away. You might want to go towards a lane and soak up the first or even second wave from the lane, because the lane minions will be in lane or pretty much attacking the other enemy minions a lot more earlier than the actual white camp spawn time. So you want to utilize that to your advantage, gain some levels there. Then once you've done that, you might hit level 2. If you have hit level 2 or even 3, you can go towards the white camps and start doing the white camps, and then go towards your buff camps and just pretty much go through each camp like that. So the timers have changed a bit, but it's not too dramatic, but it does affect your early game as a jungler, especially if you're playing solo jungle. And now we're going to move on to the minion updates. Pretty much everything that had to do with the minions: reduced number of ranged minions base wave from 3 to 1 per wave, increase range and melee minion XP from 12 to 18, increase range and melee minion amber from 2 to 3, 10 to 15 for last hits, increase range, melee and siege minion attack rating from 6.08 to base 15.2 and 1.8 per level. Reduce siege minion health from 690 base and 15 per level to 375 base and 17 per level. Increase range, melee and siege minion resist versus structures to account for change. Update the super minion wave to include 3 regular melee minions, 1 range minion, and 1 super minion. Late game waves after 40 minutes still include an additional super minion, 2 in total. Increase super minions health to account for change. Removed melee minion bonus resist against other minions. Increase melee minion health from 375 base and 17 per level to 470 base and 21.2 per level to account for change. Updated minions move speed to be a flat 425. And that is pretty much all the technical information about the minion waves and minions in general within Paragon, but we're going to explain it even more for everyone else. So if you don't understand it yet, hopefully with this other pretty much explanation, you'll be able to understand it completely. So within your first wave of minions that will be released from your Nexus or from your core towards pretty much the lanes, you have 3 melee minions and 1 ranged minion. When it comes to a siege minion, you end up having 5 minions in lane, which are 3 melee minions, 1 range minion, and obviously the 1 siege minion. Also, after killing a range or melee minion, you'll be gaining more XP and more minion amber. Also, majority of the minions do increase damage, so that is the melee minion, the range minion, and the siege minion. They all do increase damage now, and that will scale even more depending on how the game progresses and how long it actually goes for. But the downside to this is that the minions are slower with their movement. They reduce the siege minion's health, pretty much meaning that the initial stats of a siege minion are pretty weak compared to the late game stages of the siege minion's health. So after destroying the enemy's inhibitor, that one lane that you've destroyed the inhibitor in, the super minions will start spawning there. And in that wave, that will include 3 regular minions, 1 range minion, and 1 super minion. And after 40 minutes within the game, you'll add an additional super minion to that little wave, and it becomes 2 super minions, 3 regular melee minions, 1 range minion, and that is all. Also, the regular melee minions health has been increased, and it also will scale per level. So that is all the changes that happen to the minions and pretty much how everything works with minions in Paragon. So mates, if you enjoy this video, show your support by smashing that like button. Let's try to get 30 likes on this video, and if you guys want to see more Paragon gaming content on my channel, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry, we're back very soon. Hey dads boys, because you ain't seen nothing yet. Low key, I'm actually loving this Killary update.
Saying that it feels right. That it feels right.